What's a job that pays extremely well for no reason? My job doesn't make six figures, but I'm overly compensated for making sure tech support doesn't cuss the customer out and pointing out what they could have done better. I'm not even the supervisor, I'm just the judgy fuck in the corner office. Repairing slot machines. I'm currently at $32 each, and the benefits package and vacation time is incredible. Some days are busy, but last year I managed to read a few books on shift. I worked as a recruiter for Microsoft during the pandemic. There was such a fever pitch for tech talent that we were basically throwing $175,000 checks at anyone with a pulse and a GitHub. We have a lot of amazing tech talent, but some of the people we hired had no business being there. Like, literally just twiddling their thumbs and handling one or two small Kanban-type projects each week while reaping almost $200,000 a year. All of the big tech firms did. If you're wondering why they all laid so many people off, that's a big part of it. New hires now are being offered much smaller paychecks. My job, management consultant. I earn six figures and my only real task is to listen to my boss whine. That's it. Chase Daniel has been in the NFL for 14 seasons, has thrown 273 passes, started 5 games, and made $41 million. Your answer is third-string quarterback. Going into this thread with a pen and paper to find a new job. Mail carrier for Canada Post. I make $230 a day. Wages are based on route value, and I was home before 9 a.m. on Friday. I started at 7 a.m. Mondays are longer, and Christmas can suck, but 10 months of the year I work max 4 hours a day. Unionized. Benefits that are better than Blue Cross, and I pay $15 a month for PTO, personal days, etc. It's the best job I've ever had. Learned of a guy making $300K translating genius talk to others. He would talk to the genius engineers. They would tell him their ideas, since they are too socially awkward to do it themselves, and he would explain their idea to the rest of the team. Sounded like a great gig. I think IT is pretty unbalanced from my experience. A lot of people become pretty incompetent in the field and tend to actually do less while climbing the ladder as they earn exponentially larger salaries. I get paid just under $80,000 working nights at a gym. Get all my work done in less than 2 hours and can basically do whatever for the other 6. Watch football. Scroll Reddit. Whatever. Not awesome money, but excellent for what I do. The Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy and his brother, the It's Time guy, both make millions for holding a mic and saying a few lines. The average clown salary in the US is $63,000. Vanna White makes $208,000 per workday. Lawn mowing. I make ridiculous money running a landscaping and lawn care business. $5.95. It's hard to overestimate how much people will pay to avoid physical labor. Selling fireworks. Dude I know works 2 weeks a year and makes more cash than I do, significantly more, like not even the same ballpark. Medical administrator. I know a married couple with the same med admin bachelor's degree and a 1-year online master's in medical administration. They walked out of college into 6-figure jobs over 10 years ago and now make $500,000 each. I can't tell if they actually do anything for the hospital. During the pandemic they took advantage of healthcare loans they didn't have to pay back. They also would post all sorts of #frontline healthcare workers shit during the pandemic from their second vacation home because they worked remotely the whole time. Scabs. Optics. You can be a normal retail sales associate and sell eyeglasses at Lens Crafters and make up to $29 commission, paid time off, sick leave, retirement, health and dental insurance, and free annual eyewear with a high school diploma. Event technology. $75K a year to set up projectors and microphones. Most of the day consists of waiting to break everything down after the event. Lots of downtime, like a lot. I was able to finish my associate's degree with all the downtime. Judge Judy makes $47 million per year. That is $900,000 every day she shows up for work. Professional job recruiters. The top guys who got there pretty much by being some of the first to get hired make six figures monthly for being glorified middlemen. Pool nightclub servers can easily make six figures during pool season for pouring drinks. A co-worker of mine just quit and went to work in a cannabis shop. She now makes $21 per hour and all she does is sell weed and sit on a couch while checking IDs. LOL. She's allowed to play on her phone, listen to her music, play her Switch and use her laptop for college stuff while working as the designated ID checker. She's also allowed one free gummy pack or one free drink per shift. Corporate English tutor in Korea get paid anywhere from $50 to $150 an hour. Most clients just want to drink coffee and talk about their weekends. Sometimes they want help preparing for a presentation, conference call, or to proofread. Most guys make 10 grand per month and pay very little in taxes. Cash payments are common. You just need a Korean partner spouse to manage your schedule. There are agencies, but they take a cut and you'll never get over $50 an hour working with them. I make six-figure working at a lab in the Arctic and away from civilization. We get very little samples and I spend most of my day watching YouTube. 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. Essentially, they are paying me to go somewhere with peace and quiet and do nothing. Fashion photographers. Me. My day rate for a campaign is $10,000. My family runs a currency exchange business in South Korea. It's like printing money. LOL. I'm a pilot and I feel like a glorified Uber. I do very little even though I have a lot of training. A lot of people think people in retail make minimum wage, but actually there is an entire side that works for big food companies that supply the food to retailers. If you've got more than one brain cell and work hard, it's not hard to be making close to six figures as a sales rep or territory manager. HR. I'm a 911 operator and make $36 an hour with no degree needed. I mean, I do have to listen to some pretty fucked up shit, but luckily I've been emotionally dead for over a decade now, so it works out well for me. Scrum Master. Life coach. Give rich white housewives or husbands a bunch of platitudes for $10K a month so they can feel less guilty for being rich. CEO of a toy submersible. Finally, my degree in gossiping and making small talk pays off. Hospital CEOs. Reading all the replies here, I can't help but think you are not paid for what you do, but for what you are responsible for. Congress. Longshoremen. It should pay reasonably, but the union guys make an obscene amount of money. Only family and friends get into the union though. Members of Parliament. Passing shitty laws and regulations isn't worth my taxpayer money. Bartending, depending on where you are, the money is amazing. All I do is pour and mix drinks and I make an easy $6K per month. The mascot for the Denver Nuggets gets paid like $650,000 a year. Executive. I processed thousands of tax returns back in the day where the total income was $1 million per return and the occupation was executive. EU Parliament member. No KPIs, no responsibilities at all. Huge paycheck, huge pension funds. A lot of perks and a lot of briberies in cash or real estate. Finance, money management. I'm a computer engineer. Most of my job involves hanging out in my office watching movies. I get paid good money to know how to configure things when the need arises. Influencer. Project management. Sometimes I think it was invented to provide employment to privileged people. You can be totally uneducated, have a 3 months online PM training, and manage projects worth millions including processes you are totally clueless